Okay, I just came back from Japan and I can't stop talking about it. For the people who know me, I'm sorry. I didn't bring any souvenirs for you, but I'll bring something different. My perspective of Japan. One thing I realized quickly is don't believe on what anybody say on the internet unless you've been there yourself. Japan is not this magical fantasy place where everything's perfect like anywhere else. Like every country is just another country. Good people and that's bad people. There are some great things and some bad obviously, but there's a lot of things that we can learn from. Let's get straight to it. Is Japan expensive or cheap? My quick answer is Japan is very versatile. You can enjoy Japan on a budget or you can spend a lot of money. But honestly, I found out the cheap stuff in Japan are always better. We have found some surprisingly good stuff in the convenience store. And the small local shops, they never stop impressing me. Not saying the things that are expensive are not good. Some of them are, but you don't need to break your wallet to enjoy Japan. If you love shopping, don't forget to bring your passport, okay? Because you got 10% tax-free discount, but some places obviously don't do that. You just have to ask before you shop. I would also suggest you to avoid the crowded places and the touristy places. Or you can say like the influencer places, because they are obviously a bit crowded, expensive, and sometimes overrated. For my instance, I would suggest you to avoid Universal Studio. It's packed all the time, it's queuing all the time. A lot of the great places we found is out of our itinerary because Japan has so many hidden gems and I promise you, you can find them. The first thing we noticed when we landed in Japan is there is a lot of tourists like us, which is not surprising. Everyone wants to experience the food, the culture, and the lifestyle. And one thing we do as a foreigner when we go to any other country is to respect the culture, respect the people, and respect the rules there. Just remember, when you go to another country, you are the representative of your people. If you, as a Malaysian, go to Japan and act like a dummy, every people from Japan thinks that Malaysia is a dummy. So that's not good for you and your people. So don't do anything out of the norm, don't do anything antisocial, and don't break the rules just because you're on holiday, okay? The minimum effort is simple. Be respectful and don't break the law. 14 days in Japan, I feel very safe. Exceptionally safe. There's a few instances that we stayed in a back street and my dad was like, oh, we better not leave here. It may look a bit dodgy, but it turned out to be completely safe. Let's avoid some places, especially the red light districts. Let's avoid trying to go anywhere alone in the midnight and you are fine.
Japan is also very convenient to get around because of the public transport. They are affordable, clean, and on time. Just don't forget to add the card into your Apple Wallet and remember to top up the money and you're good to go.
I would suggest you to avoid using the public transport or go to some restaurant during peak hours to avoid grumpy people. Now everyone says that Japan does not have rubbish bin. You can't find rubbish bin anyway. We did not have any trouble finding any rubbish bins. The only thing that we struggle is when we walking around in Osaka trying all the street food. I would suggest you to bring back the rubbish to the shop that you bought from, and they usually throw it away for you. But one thing that really surprised me is families in Japan are very rare. People in Japan move in the packs of 2 usually. Now, I found out it's very inconvenient for a big family like us. We have a family of 5, and most places are designed for 2 or fewer people. In Tokyo, especially, it's very hard to get spaces, and we always have to split 3-person over there and 2-person over here. But every time we found out that they always make an effort to try to sit us together, which is very nice. So I recommend you to book if you have a big family, because we always have to wait. Another thing that really stood out to me was I feel like Japanese are very lonely people, especially in Tokyo. Everyone's very quiet. Everyone look quite depressed. No, not everyone, but most of the people. Now, obviously, you have to learn some rules and custom. Stay on the left, stay on the right, be quiet in trains. Things are normal in some other place, might not be normal in some other place. Take some effort to learn and be aware of. A quick tip, wherever you go to, just learn some basic language so you can travel a bit more smoothly. Ohayou gozaimasu. And I believe that people would actually appreciate the effort. There's a lot of things that we can learn from Japanese, and one thing that we can learn is Japanese craft. Now, I can say that most of the Japanese masters, they master one skill. They don't jump ships. They just pick one skill and master for the rest of their life. My final thoughts are Japan is very, very fun. I love my Japan trip. I really enjoyed it, but I don't think it's perfect, obviously. Not to be honest, it's a little bit too packed for me. I would love to go back. Okay, that's it. Let me know if you're going to Japan, or let me know if you're going anywhere. Alright, see you.